candidates, just happens to be running for Congress in the 8th District. And I'll tell you, the very first time I sat down and met with her, I thought, holy smokes, this is a lot of enthusiasm, energy, and passion for making a difference and making a change. Please welcome candidate for Congress in the 8th District, Leah Phifer!
Thank you. Good afternoon, DFLers. My name is Leah Phifer, and I am seeking the DFL endorsement to represent Minnesota's 8th Congressional District. Thank you. You know, nearly 10 years ago, I raised my right hand and I swore an oath. I swore an oath to protect the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. I loved my job with the FBI, and it was the greatest honor of my life to protect Minnesotans for those 10 years. But justice only works when it's free from partisan intervention. So when Donald Trump fired Director James Comey, I submitted my resignation to the FBI 3 days later. And I started this journey to what brought me here in front of you today. In the immediate aftermath of the 2016 election, we heard a lot about these groups of people who feel left out, who feel left behind. Working class voters, rural residents. Even though I couldn't sit here as a delegate because of my job with the Bureau, I know, and I have always known, that the DFL stands for economic justice and social justice. We are the party that represents those people. So after I left the FBI, I set out to listen to them, to understand why they didn't feel that connection with the DFL any longer. I jumped on my motorcycle and I traveled 7,000 miles around the 8th District in 80 days. And I listened to anyone who would talk to me. I did hear from a lot of frustrated, angry people. But you know what? They weren't Trump voters. A lot of them were DFLers. Current DFLers, former DFLers, folks who've been showing up every year, folks who haven't showed up in years. We are the party of Paul Wellstone and Hubert Humphrey and Will Munger, and like those men, we stand for economic justice, human rights, and environmental protection. But we also feel there are many in the 8th who feel that we're drifting from those values. And it's showing in our numbers. Last year we won by 0.5 percentage point in a seat that has been blue for 70 of the last 72 years. Our neighbors and our friends are not suddenly drawn to the Republican Party. The Republican Party has nothing to offer them. They're just not feeling the connection with our values any longer, and we are not standing strongly enough for those values. So after my listening tour, you know, I resolved to do better. After I heard from so many DFLers, I really resolved to do better. And to bring back those who feel left behind. Bring back and bring together our fractured district in the 8th. We can be the party that stands for science and labor. We can be the party that owns the national security conversation. I can reassure you, I have spent my entire career in border protection and counterterrorism, and travel bans and border walls do not keep us safe. Our nation is only secure when every family has food and housing security, when every child has access to clean water and quality education. Our nation is safe when our friends and our neighbors can call the police without fearing for their lives. That is national security. And that is the kind of national security that the DFL stands for. So we can own that conversation again, because that is our conversation to have. So I will do what I set out to do when I left the FBI. I will fight to make sure 2018 is the year that we stand for those values again, that we remind people who we really are. Thank you so much. Yeah.